Hi, this is my Wednesday night Facebook Live. So my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast. And tonight we're going to play with the By the Bay Products Suite Collection. It's a gorgeous suite, and living on the coast of the east coast of Australia is just perfect for this suite. I love ocean suites, like Friends Are Like Seashells, Oceanfront. There's all sorts of stamp sets in our catalogue that are based on I've got settings on my computer, sorry about that, based on the ocean, and I just love the ocean. So let's switch over to my craft desk and we can get started. Okay, now let me just find you on my laptop before I do get started. So let me just go to Facebook. Just bear with me while I do this. I won't be a moment. Okay, that's my daughter messaging me, so that's me. There we go. I think I've got it right now. Okay, yep. And make sure the volume's down. Yes. Okay. So this is... I don't know how to turn that dinging off on my computer, so I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to silence it. She's messaging me because we're chasing people for RSVPs for the wedding. Never thought you'd have to chase people to reply to an invitation, but anyway, there you go. Okay, so this is the suite, the By the Bay suite. Let me get my catalogue, that might be the best stuff. My daughter's obviously home from work and she's messaging me, letting me know what's going on. Anyway, that's okay. If there's a few dings, it doesn't really matter. So if you're watching, say hi. Because I can't find the suite, can I? Okay, By the Bay. Or Seaside Bay, it's called. Here it is, page 23. Page 23 in the catalogue. So we've got less than a week now of celebration to go. So make sure you don't miss out on getting anything that you really would like. Okay, so page 22 and page 23, it's the By the Bay Suite collection. This is the stamp set and the dies, so you can buy it as a bundle. So I've got the dies in my stamp set, and it's a red rubber cling stamp set, and you can also get, I've got some in here I think, the ribbon. I should put some ribbon on my card tonight. I hadn't thought about that. I know I've got some ribbon in here. Here we go. So it comes on a spool, of course. So it's a balmy blue and white ribbon, which is just beautiful. Love it. There are also the flat adhesive backed pearls. So they're the pearls. Obviously it's not a full pack. I've been using it up and they're just gorgeous. They're iridescent type. Got an iridescent to them. Lovely. I love them. So that's the flat back pearls, and then the paper. Now I don't know what is the hero of this suite because it's just all so beautiful. I love it all. So the paper is specialty paper, and it's 6 by 6. So it's got this pearl essence shine coating to it. So it's really, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. So there you go. It's really beautiful. So let's just, and it's got some gold foil in it. So this has got the pearlescence, the iridescent sort of specialty to it. Gold foil and pearl foil, that's what it's called. I'm so sorry about all that dinging on my computer. I put my phone on silent, but I don't know how to put my computer on silent. So this is all the beautiful paper. And then on the back, it's just the matte side or side B of the paper. But it's just as nice. And some of the dies cut some of the papers out. So I'll show you that in 2 seconds. So that's the back side of the paper. Now you've got a die for this one, the crab and the bird, that fit perfectly over them, so you can cut them out with now I've got the black screen of death on my laptop. So I'll just do that, and then if I need to see any comments I can. Okay, so the bird die cuts the bird out in this paper, and the crab die cuts the crab out. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything. I wonder if this cuts some of the other shells out. Let's have a look. Yes, it might actually. Yes, it cuts that one out. So yeah, there's various dies that cuts part of the DSP out. I've only used the bird and the crab myself on cards. So it's always good when the paper is useful like that. And also those dies cut the stamps out. Okay, so that's the beautiful paper. So the whole suite is $153.75. That's to get everything in the suite. But you don't have to buy the whole suite. You can just buy the bundle, or you can buy these pieces, the ribbon, the pearls, and the paper separately. So I'll show you. This is one card I made today that I saw on Patty Bennett on Pinterest. Had done something quite similar, but I just changed it up a little bit. And I used a retired embossing folder in the background. Called the, what was it called? High Seas embossing folder. I thought that was appropriate, so I just used that for my background on my Night of Navy cardstock. This was a class I offered in January, but I think everybody was still in holiday mode in January, and I had no takers, so I think I might offer it again in April. I'll work out what I'm going to offer. That's a month away, 2 months away. So these are some of the other cards I've made. So this is just piecing the designer series paper strategically around your cardstock and putting a sentiment in the center. This is one where I've stamped the crab and I've used some of the ribbon and some of the paper down the bottom. And this is just a simple one, strip of paper, layering circle dies, stamp the shell, put the pearl in the middle. So that's that. And this is one I made. This is a really cool fold card, which I'll do in a video in the next week or so. I saw Rachel Tessman in America do this one, and it uses pretty much a whole sheet of 6x6. So basically you cut your card front off, you wrap your piece of designer series paper around, and then fold it back on top of itself, so you get to see both sides of the paper. And when you open the card on the inside, you've got the beautiful paper on the inside decorating the inside of your card. I really love this design, and I used some of the gold shimmer to pick up the gold in the paper. These, the crab and the bird, were cut from the designer series paper, and the sentiment is from Friends Are Like Seashells. So that's a beautiful set that matches up with this set too. So there's some of the cards I've made with this beautiful sweet collection. So let's put them all to one side, and we'll bring in what I've got ready to go for tonight. So I have got a standard A5 card base in Sahara Sand. So I shall put that like so, give that a nice good score. It's going to be a landscape card. I've got a 10 centimeter by 14.4 in the gold foil that goes with the Season of Chic paper in the annual catalogue. Let me just have a little look and find that for you, because I can't remember what it's called. Distressed Gold, that's what it is, Distressed Gold. 12 by 12, you get 2 single-sided sheets, and it's $8.75. Now, if you wanted to minimize your gold foil, you could cut a piece out of the center and put it to one side, but I'm not really worried about that tonight. And then I've got a piece of white cardstock, basic white cardstock, that's 9.5 by 13.9. So that's going to layer on top. And then I've got 6 pieces of the designer series paper. They're 2 centimeters wide by 9 centimeters long. So I might mix those around a little bit because I'm not quite sure of that layout. And I've got a stitched circle from the Stylish Shape dies. So we will see what we can come up with that. But the first thing we're going to do is lay. So if you don't have a cut emboss machine, you can cut a circle out with a punch, or any, yeah, if you've got a punch, you can do that. That's no trouble at all. Okay, so I've got my silicone mat, and now I'm just trying to find my... Hi, Glenda. Where are you from, Glenda? You're probably from Australia as well. Okay, so I'm just going to put some Tombow glue on the back of my pieces of paper, my paper strips, and apply them to my card base. Okay, so I'm going to do the ends first, and then I can meet in the middle. I find that's the easiest way to go. Okay. So we had a wet, rainy day today, and a lot cooler than what we've been having on the Central Coast, and it was a nice change actually, although the humidity was still there. Okay, so I'm just doing that. I just want to see. No, I still got the black screen of death on my laptop. Don't know why that happens. My hubby and I are still trying to figure that one out. I'm just trying to see how I want to place these. Do I want the 2 shells in the middle? Do I want this? Do I want that? I think that looks quite nice. Yes, I think we'll go with that. Queensland, Australia. Beautiful one day, perfect the next. My brother and his family live up in Queensland on the Gold Coast. So I'm just going to place... Hi, Cheryl. You're Terrigal, Australia. I know where you are. So I'm just going to place that there. And I'll do the other one. So I'm going to meet in the middle. think the dinging on my computer has stopped. My daughter has been messaging me because we're chasing people up for replies to the invitation to the wedding. You wouldn't think you'd have to chase people, but we are. And yeah. Okay, so I'll do this one next. So she's obviously been getting some replies today, so that's good. Okay, so this is just, as I said, 6 strips of designer series paper, 2 centimeters wide by 9 centimeters long, and I've just put that on a piece of cardstock that's 9.5 by 13.9 long. Now, if they're not exactly, you know, distanced apart, it's okay. And then I've got my distressed gold foil here. And we're going to put that there, but I just want to, and we're going to layer it onto our Sahara sand card base. But I just want to see what I want to do, because I'm not sure. I've got the pearls, I've got the ribbon, I've got the whole swag load of things. I thought I might do that, and we might bring the stamp set in. And oops, my little dies have fallen off. That's because I was playing with them earlier. I had thought of cutting one of the birds out with the paper, but I think I will stamp the shell onto here. So I shall get that out of the stamp set. And I think we shall do it in Night of Navy, because that's one of the colours in the paper. So I'm just going to stamp my clamshell on my stitched circle. And there we go, that looks so nice. Put that there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Wink of Stella pen, and I'm just going to use my Wink of Stella to drag the colour and give it a bit of a shimmer with the shell. So it's just, you can do this with a blender brush, blender pen, sorry, not a brush. But the Wink of Stella drags the ink as well, and it also gives you the shimmer. So I figure, let's do that. Okay. So that's that. I will flap that around a little bit in the breeze just to make sure it's dried, because Night of Navy can be a smudgy type ink. I think we're going to put that there, I'm thinking. Yes. Okay, so, and I'm just wondering if I want to do the ribbon across or just a bow. Let's go across. See, this is creating on the fly. I don't normally do this because it's a bit terrifying. But let's just live dangerously, is what I say. Okay, so now on the back of this, I'm going to put some of my snail. So I'll just put some snail down on that side, and I shall get my ribbon and put my ribbon across like so. Make sure it's straight, that would help. Okay, I think that's pretty straight. Yep. Okay. Now, I think we'll go flat down onto our distressed foil, vellum as well. Yeah, I haven't got vellum out tonight, Cheryl, but I do use vellum a lot. So, just going to pop that down like so on my distressed gold foil. Sometimes I think if you've got specialty paper and foil, you know, sometimes it can be a bit much if you keep going with lots and lots of different textures. Sometimes it's not too much, but yeah, you know, sometimes I just sort of think, that's enough. I'm going to pop that there. And this was ribbon I used for my launch. So I'll leave that there and see what I think. I'm just wondering if I need to cut a few reeds and things, and we could do that. So let me find the paper on my desk that I can't seem to find. Where it is. Here it is. Okay, so the colours here: Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana, Mint Macaron, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Sahara Sand. Okay, let's get our little mini cut emboss machine in. Okay, and I think Sahara Sand would be nice, so I'll go with some scraps of Sahara Sand if I haven't already got some out, which I have. And I've got a little bit of Mint Macaron out. So let's put our card up there. And so we've got our base plate and two number 2 plates. Now, there has been a notice come out from Stampin' Up that if you're having trouble getting your plates through on the mini machine, do it like an E. So put the 2 outside plates further and the inside plate slightly in. So make it like an E and your plate should run more freely through. I haven't had any problems with mine, but if you have had problems, that's what they're recommending. So I'm just going to, what other little one have we got? We've got some smaller ones too. So let's do both. So the joining special still runs until the 28th of February. If you'd like to join, the promotion is really good. You can get the white mini cut emboss machine or the boho blue mini cut emboss machine. Pay $210 and you'll get $315 worth of product as well as the machine. Or if you've already got a machine, you can pay $169 worth of product and get $315 worth, $169 and get $315 worth of product. So it's a super duper special at the moment, and that finishes on the 28th of February. So let me just, I do struggle. These are just little fiddly things that are hard to pick up. So I think we shall mount that up on dimensionals. I'm needing another sheet of dimensionals. So I've put Wink Stella on the, if you didn't see that, Cheryl, before you jumped on, I put Wink Stella on my shell, on my clam shell. So it's a bit sparkly. Let's attach this to the card base. Did I get any down there? Whoops. Don't lose my dies. Okay, so, and as I said, you could have cut the center out of the gold distress foil because all that is wasted underneath there, but I wasn't too worried. I have so much cardstock, it's not funny. And papers and everything. And I'm thinking, love Wink of Stella. Yeah, it's so pretty, isn't it? It's such a pretty thing to use. Now, let's see how we can do this. I'm thinking out of the ribbon. I'm really stretching myself doing this without, you know, having it all pre-done and having a sample to follow. Anyway, they say to stretch your wings. I'm stretching. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of snail in the back of this one and poke it in here and have it coming over, and I think, should I have it coming out further? That's my little puppy dog having a little bark. She's a bit precious. Okay, so let me just pop that one in there too, just like so. I'll put my dies back before I lose them. Now, I'm not real happy with that little piece of grass, so let me fix that up. I'm not happy with how that landed. So let's just, that's better. More happy with that. Okay, so we can, I don't think a bow is right for this card. I think we should just put this in here. Honestly, I come to do videos and I'm just all fingers and thumbs and I can't do a thing. And I'm not so great at night, so I think that doesn't help sometimes. Okay, so I need to trim that off. Go. Wink of Stella is the best thing. Love it. Okay, now this is my little box of dies that I have pre-cut. When I cut things out, I normally cut a few things out at a time, and I think this little die here is going to be just beautiful, just up there. So I'm not wanting to make heartfelt sympathy cards. And I don't really, that sort of sentiment doesn't really appeal. So I go back to my go-to greetings all the time. And I'm just going to get the little hello out. Because hello can be any kind of card, I think. And we'll get our Knight of Navy out. And we'll just practice down here. Yep. So yeah, as I'm making things, if I'm got some extra cardstock, I'll just wind off a few more dies to have in my little box of tricks. Okay, so I'll put that there. We'll close this up for the moment. It's my other. And we shall get some mini dimensionals. This has been obviously stamped on the back, this cardstock, but there are two sides to every piece of cardstock. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that there. Hope I got that straight. I think I did. And we shall get our adhesive back pearls out, our flat backed pearls. Now I'm going to put a large one in the center here. There we go. And I might put one. I always and ah about where I place my bling. You can see I struggle. Let's just go here. Hi Joan, how are you? We're playing with the By the Bay suite of products tonight. So that's that. Now I shall just get myself a little card, because I haven't used a white card base. I will get myself a little insert, and we shall get one of the I think I like this, the little shells going along the sand. And I will get my Sahara sand down, because that's the colour of our card base. Oh, thanks. It's a beautiful suite of products. I was just saying earlier that I offered a class in January and I had no takers, but January's a funny month and maybe everybody was still holiday mode and you know, not ready to get back into things. So I might offer this class again. Okay, so let's bring our card back in, and Denise can pick this up. I'll get a glue. Now I have noticed if you're doing card inserts and you're using glue, don't go like that in the middle of your insert, because it's dries and you can see it, and I never knew that, so I've sent a lot of cards out with that happening. So I'll just slide that up. There we go. So we've got few little shells on the inside, and I don't know where my lid is for that, so I won't worry about it. So that's my card tonight using the Seaside Bay, or the By the Bay suite of products. I'll go back and show you some of the other ones that I've made again. So that's our one for tonight. So these were the ones I offered. Oh, no, that's not one. These were the ones I offered for a class. And I had no takers. But I think I'll offer it again. And then I made this one today with the little birdies. And this piece came out of this diorama card. So that piece there was cut out of this like this was the window from the diorama card, and I just stuck it aside to use later, and that's what I came up with. I've got other ones here that, see, that have come out of cards I've made, so to be used at another time. So that was that. I played with that one today, and I was just saying that this one, Rachel Tessman in America did this one, and I really loved it. So it's half a card base, and you're using virtually a whole piece of 6x6 designer series paper. You wrap it around, and then crease it, score it here, and fold it over so you get to see both sides of the paper. I'll do this card on another video because it's just so beautiful, and then you get the beautiful paper on the inside. I thought that was a really clever way of using your paper. So that's the By the Bay, or Seaside Bay bundle, or By the Bay suite of collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I shall see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa at 2 o'clock. Have a great day tomorrow and the rest of the week. And thanks, ladies, for jumping on tonight and watching. I appreciate it. Bye for now.